Have you ever thought about what shame does to you, what addiction can do to children, and combined what it could be like for children to have parents who are addicted, and as a result, they can no longer stay with their parents? So in case you missed the very first thing, let me repeat that again. Have you ever thought about what it's like to be ashamed for things that you even haven't done yourself, but which is more linked to your parents, and you get looked at it when you're at school or whatever you are doing? So basically it's about being judged for things that you cannot help and you don't deserve. And as a result, what are you going to do? You have to be perfect. You have to be the one who does everything according to the rules. Well, all of this is said because I had this amazing conversation just now. So we are with 3 coaches and we just coached one another. And the theme that it all evolves around had to do with acceptance. It had to do with being seen. It had to do with we can be who we are. So one of the ladies actually said, if God accepts me for who I am, then why do I need to be non-accepted by other people? So why cannot I not be good enough the way I am if God sees me like that? But then when we evolve the whole conversation, I know a few things when it comes to addiction because I've seen it, but especially in adults and what it does when it comes to the next generation and the next one. But actually looking at it from a perspective from a kid who no longer can stay with their parents and the shame they experience talking about it, oh my God, that gave me a totally different insight. Anyway, the reason I'm recording this is we are going to go live tomorrow with the 3 of us. We're going to do it on StreamYard, which is going to air directly to my YouTube channel, so Lady Lexi Speaks Up. It's going to be on Facebook, on my page, Lady Lexi. It's also probably going to be either on LinkedIn or here on Instagram. I'm not sure yet which one I'm going to do. But I can tell you, this is going to be such a high energy, but also a very interesting and probably also a very emotional topic tomorrow. So we have people who have experienced these things firsthand. We also have someone who is a police officer. So, and I guess we all have experienced what it's like not to be heard, seen, and understood. And so we are going to talk about grace. We're going to talk, and I also mean giving yourself grace. We are going to talk about acceptance and self-acceptance. But we're also going to talk about that one topic, which is called addiction. So people can see all of us, we are good enough the way we are. We cannot help what others have chosen to do. But when it does have an impact on our lives, please don't judge us. Don't put us aside. Don't write us off. But see us for who we are. And if you want to join tomorrow in the conversation, whether it's you're writing comments or you want to be on the show, please let me know. I can have guests on there. So, but more importantly, be there. So it's going to be Eastern time, 11 o'clock, if that's correct. No, that's not correct. It's 1 o'clock Eastern time. Yeah, which means it's 10 o'clock Pacific. So yeah, that's going to be it's going to be something. So I'm going to put it out there as an event. Please, there are 2 people going to be tagged in there. One is called Anna Freuling. The other one is called Laura Hansen. Find them too. They're 2 amazing women. And it's not just about that they deserve to be heard. It's about the world needs to know about what's going on in general. So all those people who either have suffered with addiction or have been involved and judged because someone in their surroundings was addicted, let's stop with the stigma. Let's stop with ignoring people, but instead let's start to be there for them, to listen to them, and stop the next generation from feeling ashamed and not worth it because of circumstances that happened. So this is about dignity and about not everything is something that you can do. And I mean, certain things happen. And of course, there is the thing about taking responsibility and seeing how can I get out of certain situation. But let's help one another. Let's support one another. But it starts by listening to the stories and being aware. So tomorrow, Dutch time, it would be 7 in the evening. For UK time, that would be 6. Like I said, in Eastern time, it's 1 p.m. Pacific time, it's 10. And then I do know that we also have a Finnish listener. So for her, it's at 6. So Laura, I don't know if you want to address a little something. I just shared how truly impactful this conversation is that we had, and that I want people to be aware that we should stop putting a stigma on people, whether because they are addicted themselves or because they are the children of those who are, for instance, addicted. And yes, this is not about, yes, there we go. Oh, yes, that's right. That's right, PV. So let's see. I invited Laura to come in. Let's do it again. There you
Hey.
are. Hello. I was so pumped about what we just talked about that I had to go live straight away and talk about it because it was so impactful and so heartfelt and so emotional. And I know that the people who are actually watching right now also know everything when it comes to addiction. But so I don't know how much you have heard of what I said. I don't know when you joined in, but getting rid of that stigma.
Yeah.
And what I said, I literally quoted you on, if God says I'm good enough, then why should I be judged by other people?
Yeah, or ourselves, right? We hold ourselves um so accountable to the point that we don't make room for us to make mistakes in life.
Yeah.
And the thing with addiction is it's like, okay, Laura, I forgave you today for your addiction, but tomorrow, if you do this again, I'm not going to forgive you. And it goes against the whole thing with addiction, which is it's out of your control. People break addictions and overcome them. So we put this pressure on ourselves to do the same, but it's not as simple and it's not as effortless as it seems. So it's not a matter of, oh man, I said I was going to put the laundry away and I didn't, shame on me. it's like, no, you're addicted. Your brain's craving something and wants something, and it's not even clear about the way it's shaping your behaviors. And so, there's so much grace that we need to have for ourselves on a continual basis, because if we don't have that grace for ourselves, the addiction is going to continue because we're not going to beat it through shame.
Yes. Yeah, that's so true. It's a chemical, like you said. So it's a physical reaction. Something has changed in the brain. And then, of course, we have our mindsets and our own experiences. And so what have others told us? What are we telling ourselves? What have we seen around us going on? So, yeah, it's absolutely complex. And when you are dealing with something in your personal life and it's still not fixed, so it makes you feel like I'm not worth it and I cannot handle this anymore. Can I please flip the switch for a sec?
Right.
That's why people basically start to use it again if they already have stopped. And getting support from other people, I
Yeah,
think that,
that understanding, right? It just is not trying to handle it all on your own, but trying to bring other people into it, which is why I'm excited we're having this conversation tomorrow, because Anna has got so much good wisdom around this, and I can't wait to hear about everything she's learned that is going to be insightful for me and also help me deliver some good stuff to my followers and people that I've worked with over the years that struggle with different types of addictions, and family members. I mean, everyone. It's awesome that we have this opportunity to collaborate, and I'm super excited that you're setting this up.
yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here right now. And so tomorrow, I think it's 1 Eastern time, 10 Pacific time, that we are going to do it. So yeah, I'm excited about it. I said to people, if they want to be on the show, they have to send one of us a message so we can give them the invite link.
Sounds good.
And if they want to, they can share their story too.
Cool.
I believe that it's so important to get this message out there so people are no longer judged, but instead we reach out to them. Hey, we are here to listen to you. And in case that you feel like I need support right now because I'm wavering, I don't know where to go now, we need to be there.
Yes. And I'm so excited we get to be there for people. We
Yes.
collaborate, we empower each other, and we get through it.
Yes.
So I love it.
So,
thank you. Yep, that's right.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
And I'll talk to you
Lexi.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye.
See you later.